Trojans. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They don't play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Moss. Makes his connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Handoff from the gun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Ford. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. smashes it through for the PAT. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off the speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got him there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that one.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
They'll run it from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Back open in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's going to pass. That pass is incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Southern Cal! What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough for the first. All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Smashes through the tackle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the just enough time for one final play in this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Moss. Pocket starts to come. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Moss. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Trojans! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back to this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run it.
Coming after it. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. They're going to run it. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Really great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. The defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole says sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sanders. Makes the grab down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, and you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Moss. It's complete to the left. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The snap sets up to throw. Stepping to the right. On the move and looking deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be checked down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The aerial assault continues. Going for it all. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Trojans are on the move. Quarterback will audible. from the red zone looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 11-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 30, USC 24.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. On the run, it's Hayden. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
The give to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game, with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. Got a lot of running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep it on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt.
36, USC 24.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Moss. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, going up top. He wants a big play here late. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. He'll come out throwing on 1st. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Moss. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Neal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room. It's Hayden. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.